What's up, YouTube? For tonight, I've got a full dog team. Okay, got specials, real special stuff tonight. I've got two videos, two battles in one video, so I didn't upload yesterday, so little treat for tonight to make up for that one. I just felt really tired and burnt out yesterday. Okay, so with this team, it's a dog team and dog-like team, okay? So just chill, alright? This is the closest Pokemon we get to dogs and such. That sort of thing. Okay, this one is for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, check that out in the description. Let's get to this one anyway. So we have a Crobat lead here. I thought, well, Arcanine would be a good swap in here because it's got to Intimidate, and I believe it's going to go for a U-turn. Crobat's pretty nice at scouting. I didn't think it'd go straight for Brave Bird off the bat against a Furfrou. Furfrou with Fur Coat is quite bulky there. Okay, so that's good. Going well to plan here. Now, I was thinking, what should I do against the incoming Nidoking? I know they've got higher base speed than it, and except if it's like Choice Scarf or something, which it sort of rarely is. Now I'm running a special set on this, a fully special set. I go for overheated hits, which is really nice, and that just takes Nidoking out. So Nidoking's a really big threat there. Very nice wall breaker and stuff, so it was very handy getting rid of that so early on in the game. Now, Gyarados comes out, so this is bad because I know that it can get a free Dragon Dance on my swap here, easy, since I've locked into Overheat. So I've got my Grand Ball here, and now this has got Intimidate, which is important too to get rid of that Dragon Dance boost, at least on the attack side. It still is very fast there. So I'm running quite a little bit more of a common Grand Ball set. I'm running Choice Band on this just to make use of its nice attack. Okay. Anyway, so we've got Gyarados who can bounce there, which is cool, and making use of its stab flying. Now I was like, oh, what's the chance I'm going to get paralyzed by bounce? So that does like 3/4 of my health, and I get paralyzed. So I was like, please get a move off. Please get a move off. Okay, so it's got Life Orb there. I can see that too. I get the Ice Punch off, which is really nice. And with Choice Band, that hits nice hard there. I was very happy about this. Okay, Gyarados goes for the Ice Fang to just finish me off there. And I live on 6 health. So it's like, damn, that was really good. I get past the paralysis at the end, and I'm able to Ice Punch the Gyarados and finish it off. I'm not too sure why they didn't go for Waterfall there, but I still had a Dragon Dance up, and it was very close, I guess, there. So I'm going to get outsped by the Jolteon, obviously, there. It's just going to take me out Volt Switch there. So I've seen Life Orb already, so there's a good chance that it could already be like Choice Specs or something like that. There's no really point putting Choice Scarf on Jolteon, so I was thinking, well, it's probably Choice Specs. Anyway, so Haxorus is going to come in here. Now, a couple of my Pokemon, as I mentioned before, a lot of them had Intimidate, so it's very handy with these physical attackers. So I've got my Stoutland here. I love this Stoutland set that I'm running. So I'm running a physical one, but it's got a little bit of a twist on it. So I give it Toxic Orb, right? And since I wanted to run something different than Return, so I gave it Facade. So it hits really hard. So Chandelier is going to come into that play rough. Probably expecting a normal type move there, but yeah, that was cool. I went for the Crunch here, and I was thinking, well, this should do some really nice damage. It just lives there on a tiny, little bit of health, and then fucking Weakness Policy activates. I'm like, oh shit, this is really bad. So Fire Blast is definitely going to be enough to take me out here, which is that's definitely my Stoutland down there. Okay, so the only thing good was that this didn't seem to be overly fast, so I could definitely revenge kill it. So I'm going to swap in Crimson here. So I'm going to go for Sucker Punch here and take the Chandelier out there. So that's that down, which I was very happy about. That thing had 1,000 special attack after a Weakness Policy. Okay, so I've got my Toxic Orb up with my Quick Feet on Mightyena. Now, Mightyena was amazing in this battle and the next one. So Crobat is going to come in here. I'm a bit scared of a Brave Bird, so I thought, well, let's swap in Furfrou. To tank any sort of hit it's going to do. So Crobat is going to go for a U-turn again. I thought it made Brave Bird, but that's cool anyway. It's just going to do a bit of chip damage to that. Now, I'm running a Rest Talk Furfrou with Toxic and Last Resort. Last Resort just getting the most power out of my normal type move, and, apart from something like Return or whatever. Okay, so Jolteon comes in. I'm very specially defensive. Max health, max special defense, and Fur Coat makes up for my physical as well. So that does lots to me, and I'm thinking, well, that's definitely Choice Specs because that did way too much to not be. So Haxorus is going to come in here. I actually went for the Toxic here on the swap in, so that was good getting that one off. So Mold Breaker, Haxorus as well, obviously. So that's good. Toxic on the Haxorus. Now, I was thinking, well, I could go for Rest here and just heal the rest of my health up, or I could swap out, maybe get an Intimidate off on this Haxorus and try and cause a swap. Okay. So I got the Toxic going, which is really nice on that. Now it's pretty even at the moment. There's 3-4 at the moment. So that's going to go for the Earthquake there, and that takes me out with a crit. I think that mattered, but whatever. That's just how it was. Now, so I've got a couple of Toxic rounds on the Haxorus now. So I've got my Arcanine to swap in again, and not much is really going to enjoy swapping into an Overheat. Now, it actually gets Dragon Pulse, which is really interesting. So I went for the Choice Specs Dragon Pulse here, and man, I was so glad I had this move, and that just decimates Cacturus there. I didn't have any other moves to take that out in one shot like that, so I was so glad I was running a special Arcanine. You should definitely try it. It's unexpected, and you get that, you've got that surprise factor. If you can use that, it definitely becomes viable and not like dead weight. All right, so into my Manectric here. Now, I was actually running a static Manectric for something a bit different, and I really regret that now because Lightning Rod is, that would have done no damage to me. So I'm Choice Scarf, and I go for the Flamethrower. It does like nearly half health. Jolteon's got nice special defense, so it tanks that pretty nicely. Okay, so that's my Manectric down, which sucks. So I've only got 2 Pokemon left here, so it's 2 Pokemon left on each side. So I've got my Mightyena here. Now, I almost went for the Ice Fang there, expecting the swap, but I thought, oh, what if it stays in and just goes for like Volt Switch or anything? So Sucker Punch fails. That sucks. Now, I was like, what should I do? Should I swap in my Arcanine here and get an Intimidate off and try and finish the match with Mightyena? That's the only way that I was thinking I could get back into this match. So I've got the Intimidate off on the Crobat here. I know that I'm going to get outsped the next turn anyway, so I knew it would have Brave Bird too. Like, what physical Crobat doesn't have Brave Bird? So that does like heaps to me anyway. Like 3/4 of my health. I can see a little bit of recall damage there. Now it's going to go for Brave Bird again. That's my Arcanine down. I had to do that. There was not much I could really do. There's no way Mightyena was going to be able to tank a Brave Bird. Okay, so that's Arcanine down. That sucks. So there's 2 Pokemon left. There's a Jolteon and a Crobat. So I knew that I'd get outsped here. There's no point in me going for Sucker Punch. So I went for the Ice Fang here because that's super effective damage. And I was hoping that I could somehow live this Brave Bird with a bit of recall. I live on 12 health. That was really, really close. That Intimidate definitely matters there. Mightyena is going to go for the Ice Fang here, and that's just going to be enough to take the Crobat out. I was, wow, that was really, really close there. So the last Pokemon they have is the Jolteon. I get hit by Toxic, but I got 3 health left because I only just swapped it in there, so that was really nice there. Okay, so the Jolteon's going to come in here. That's definitely Choice Specs at this point in the game. I went for the Sucker Punch here, and it takes it out. I was like, wow, that Mightyena finish was so good, but that was a really close battle. I had so much fun with that, the predictions and it was really good. Okay, let's get to the next battle anyway. This was a really nice one too. Okay, so this is just another battle for my chat here. Now, I had, if I haven't mentioned that already, that's in the description of the video. You can come and battle me if you like. Okay, so we have obviously a new Sticky Web will be coming here with Levany. That was obvious, had a Focus Sash, so that's bad. That's really bad because I'm running a Choice Scarf Manectric, so that's going to become definitely nowhere near as good as useful as I want it to be with the Volt Switch Scouting and anything, just revenge killing and such anyway. So Levany's down, that's... I guess that's good. It's only 5 Pokemon left. Okay, so Mets comes in here. There's not much I can do here. I'm locked into Flamethrower. It's either going to go for a Dragon Dance on the swap, so I thought, well, let's go into Gramble because I can at least get the Intimidate off, and it's Fairy typing, so if I went for a Dragon type move, it's not going to affect it at all. That was, the best thing I could think of at the time then. Okay, so it goes for Earthquake, so that's, I'm going to be able to tank that fairly well because, I'm running max health and max attack, so... it's not, something super or anything, it's just neutral. Okay, so Gliska comes in. I knew this would come in. I went for the Ice Punch here, and I'm Choice Banded, so, yep, that just pretty much wrecks it. It was a critical hit there, but it is a chance for an Oko anyway, and, I mean, what could it do? Just roost and roost and roost, and, yeah, maybe get a free sax. Anyway, so Swampert's going to come in here. There's no way I'm going to stay into that, obviously, there. So I've got my Furfur here. I just wanted to check, what moves and stuff I had and what, sort of Swampert it was, whether it was going to be a Mega Swampert or not. And I definitely didn't see that one coming. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be like the standard one, just the, the Waterfall, Earthquake, Rain Dance set, which they mostly are. Okay, so Waterfall is going to hit me pretty hard there, considering it hasn't got any rain or anything up. So it's definitely like a 3-hit KO there, and it could be like a flinch or anything too, which is bad. So they're going to swap out there, which is cool. I actually went for the Toxic here. So yes, unfortunately, I was like, I bet this thing's got Shed Skin. I just know it. I just know it. Okay, so I get the Scrafty with the Shed Skin straight away, so, best luck ever. So at least it doesn't have Moxie and that sort of thing. Okay, so definitely expecting like a fighting move here. I was like, maybe they might go for a bulk up on my swap too. So I thought, well, let's go into my Arcanine. At least it's got Intimidate, and man, I know that I can take this thing out with the Choice Specs Overheat. And I haven't revealed the Arcanine either for, what you said it was. Okay, so it's going to go for Ice Punch there, which is cool. I've got the Intimidate off, so that's not going to do anything. Plus, I resist that, so that was a really nice swap in there. I can see it's got Life Orb too. Okay, so they're going to swap out there. And as I said, I went for the Overheat here, and the Salamence is going to come in, which sucks, because that's going to be able to resist that. I could have gone for the Dragon Pulse there, but like at this point in the game, I didn't think it was, it wasn't a viable, move to go. And it still does well over half health, so that was really nice there. Okay, so I'm going to swap out there. Unless Salamence says like Roost or something, that was, that was definitely worth it. Okay, so into Grand Ball again with the Intimidate, and this is my best swap in for this Mence at the moment. Its main stab is taken away, obviously. And then it goes for Hydro Pump. So it's a mixed set here, and that's no good. That does lots to my Grand Ball there. Okay, so 2 Hydro Pumps in a row are going to hit my Grand Ball, and that's that's not going to be enough. That crit, I don't think that crit mattered there, but that's my Grand Ball down anyway, so I didn't quite have enough bulk to take that. Okay, so it gets a Moxie up, which is bad, because I know that it's got physical moves, and I know it's going to have a physical Dragon type move too. Okay, so here I was thinking, well, I could go for the Toxic here, or I could just, go to sleep. Okay, so Salamence is going to go for the Hydro Pump again. He's going to have a drink. Okay, so that pretty much does nothing. Even with a Moxie, I don't know how much it would have done either, like what EVs they were running on this. Like it certainly wouldn't have been like max special attack or max health. It had to have some speed in it too. So it might have been like a split or something. Okay, so either that, I know I'm going to tank the hits from this thing pretty damn well. Okay, so Salamence is obviously going to go out there. It can't really do much to me. I was thinking, should I go for Rest here, or should I go... or should I swap out? It pretty didn't switch. I went for Rest in the end because I thought, well, this will be nice if I can have all my health back, and at least I can tank some hits from whatever. Okay, so obviously I'm expecting a fighting move from this thing, or maybe like a knockoff or anything like that, a Drain Punch. It's normal type of move. So into Arcanine again. I know this would be a nice swap in, at least for the Intimidate, so I can cause a swap. Now that Salamence wouldn't be in too much of a hurry to swap back into an Overheat, so it might maybe draw out the Mega Swampert. I'm actually running Hidden Power Grass on that. Okay, so Dragon Dance, which is cool. I was like, well, that's fine, because I can go for the Overheat and just demolish that. So Drain Punch does a lot of damage there. That's going to get all of its health back there, which doesn't actually matter too much. Now I'm going to go for the Overheat here. Now, as I said, it's really, really powerful. I was still running Timber Nature, but with the Choice Specs, it just makes it like super powerful. And Overheat, you can actually use it again because of the Choice Scarf. It's still quite powerful on the second go. All right. So we have the Swampert coming out here, which I knew would come out. Now I've got my Manectric here with like Hidden Power Grass. Now I stayed in here and I thought, well, let's just go for Overheat and get some damage on it. I could have swapped out, and I was like, I don't really want to swap out and take like an Earthquake or a Waterfall from this thing. So here I just let my Arcanine die. I was happy to let it die. It did its job pretty well in this battle. Like I said, I didn't want to check this thing. I wanted to preserve my Furfrou too and swap that in after. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to swap in Lassie here with the Intimidate. Try and get that on the Mega Swampert. Now I was thinking, what should I do here? Should I go for a workup, or should I just double swap out and go for like back into my Furfrou to tank the the hits a lot better? Okay, so I decided to do that. I thought that'd be the best thing here. So that Sticky Web is really, really annoying. It's slowing all my Pokemon down. Okay, so Mega Swampert is going to go for the Waterfall here, and that doesn't do too much to me, but it still does a lot considering, it was at -1, and that rain is really doing lots to me too. So I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk here, obviously. I was actually a little bit surprised I swapped out there. They could have really pressed me with that waterfall there. Maybe they didn't want to risk getting toxic. That's cool. So Meloetta's going to come in here, which is bad. That's not a very good matchup for me. But I do get the Sleep Talk and the Toxic off, which is really nice. So I was happy to get that one off. So I've got my Manectric, I've got my Stoutland, I've got my Furfrou left still, and my other one. So I have Lumberry. I had Lumberry, so that really kind of sucked, but at the same time it was good, so at least I know what item I had. I can easily use Toxic again. Okay, so it's going to use Relic Song and change to Pirouette form, and that's going to hit me fairly hard there. So I know this thing's probably going to have close combat too. I just know because I've seen them quite a lot, and their sets are usually the same sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to go for Sleep Talk again here. I get Toxic there, which is really nice, so I'm happy with that. Now I was thinking, well, I can go for Last Resort here, get some damage, or I could go for Rest. What should I do here? I know that I don't have anything to swap into close combat, which is really bad. So I may just have to let Furfrou die here, which I didn't really want to do, but I didn't have much choice at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to get close combated, and that's going to take my Furfrou out there with a crit. So that's going to go down. But at least I got the Toxic off on it, and that's going to get poisoned, and that's pretty good there. Okay, so there's 3 Pokemon remaining on their side, and I've got 2 left. So I've got I've got 3 left. I've got my Choice Scarf Manectric still, which is kind of handy. Okay, so here I was thinking, maybe I could draw out the Mega Swampert here, try and play some Mind Games, but they stay in and go for the Relic Song again. That's going to change them back to the other form, so that does nearly 3/4 of my health there. So that sucks. So I go for Hidden Power Grass, which is not going to do very much at all. So I tried to do a over prediction there, maybe trying to draw out the Swampert, but that didn't work too well. Still, I got some damage on there, and some that was pretty good. So I'm going to swap out my Manectric. Don't want to let that die yet. So I thought, even with the Choice Scarf, I'll be able to outspeed that Mega Swampert. Okay, so into Lassie again. I'm going to go for the Intimidate here. I was thinking, well, what should I actually do here? Should I just sit in and let it die to the Toxic? There wasn't too much I could do. So here I get critted by Relic Song again, which really sucked. That did lots to me. And here the Meloetta is in Pirouette form again, so it can just take me out with whatever move. But the next turn is going to be enough to take it out with the Toxic damage too. So that was really worth it there. So I was able to just Toxic Scald this out just a little bit, which is pretty lucky there. Okay, so we have the Mega Swampert and the Salamence left. I had to take them out. The Salamence was on pretty damn low health, and it was poisoned as well. And so my last Pokemon was Mightyena and Manectric. Okay, so I was thinking, what Pokemon would they send out? What would be good against Mightyena, and and what would be in range of not being able to take it out from Mightyena as well? So I thought they're definitely going to swap in their Swampert here. So I've got the Choice Scarf, and I know that I can outspeed this thing, and I go for the Hidden Power Grass here. And I knew this would do lots of damage, but I didn't think it'd take it out, but it did a little bit more than 3/4. So I was very happy with that damage. That was nice. Okay, so the Swampert's going to go for Waterfall, obviously, to take me out there. I get a Static, which is funny. About the only time that Static actually worked with this Manectric. Lightning Rod is superior, obviously. I just wanted to do it for a bit of fun. Okay, so I've got my Mightyena here. Now, I've got Sucker Punch on this thing, as you've seen in the previous battle before. And I was thinking, even if they swap into the Salamence, they're going to take a Toxic round. So I go for the Sucker Punch there, and that's going to be able to take the Swampert out, which is good there. So the last Pokemon I have is the Salamence there, and it's Toxic, as I mentioned. It's already low on health, so all I have to do here is go for the Sucker Punch and pray that it kills and within range to kill. Okay, so Mightyena goes for Sucker Punch, and it takes out the Salamence, and that saved me twice in both battles. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was a marathon battles, but yeah, peace out.
Because you're worth it.